top three ISO cryptos to buy or look out for in June 2023. Keep in mind, I'm keeping Quant and Algo off this list only because I covered them on my initial top five list. I don't want to dilute this list here. So if you want to see that video, feel free to check it out. I think I published it a few days ago. For this list, we're going to use different crypto, also crypto I'm bullish on. There's one that will probably surprise you that I'm going to save for the end that I'm actively researching, but I am bullish on. And so we're going to kick it off with number one, XRP. It just crossed over 50 cents yesterday. Um, Apparently, there's some bullish news again that they're either have a leg up on the SEC or they're about to win. I haven't been following it too close, but I'm hearing that they're apparently going to finish soon. I know we hear that over and over, but XRP, when they win, because I do believe it's when, not if, although there is a risk they could lose. When they win, I think we're going to see not just XRP rip it. We're going to see the entire altcoins rip it. XRP, although it doesn't have that first mover advantage that Bitcoin had and Ethereum has had when it merged over, it's still a top 10, has been a top 10 crypto for quite some time now. And if it wins this case, their company Ripple, it's high enough on the rank to send it into a first mover type crypto. And that's something you don't hear talked about too much in this space. People like to hate on XRP. They call it old tech. They call it centralized. They say tokenomics are bad. The team holds the majority of supply. And listen, I understand all these points. However, I know XRP, there's money to be made with this crypto. It really is going to be the cross-border payment. That was the initial design for XRP, to be a cheaper, faster, quote-unquote, Bitcoin for banks at mass volume. That's why they have 100 billion total supply. They want to transact at a high volume. Think about it, right? Banks have tons of money they're holding. And so if you think about it from a crypto standpoint, they probably want to have that same amount or close to it in crypto, right? So this is why you see a large amount of XRP. And it's fast, it's cheap, it's versatile, and it's already being used, in some parts of the country. So this is where XRP's utility will push it further once this case gets resolved. There's really no other crypto that can compete and beat it, in my opinion, when it comes to cross-border payment solutions from enterprise and banks. Obviously, we have XLM, which is different for peer-to-peer, but XRP, the previous all-time high was around $4, almost $4. I think it has a shot at reaching close to $5 this bull cycle. Now, you understand $5 would be, a 500 billion market cap, which is significant. I do understand that. I see Bitcoin hitting a 2 trillion market cap this bull cycle. I see Ethereum being over a trillion market cap this bull cycle. So is it not possible for XRP, a top 10 crypto, to be a 500 billion market cap or a half a trillion, especially if it wins this case and we just see it blow up? Very possible, guys. At the very least, I do see it getting up to $4, which I don't know what the market cap is there. I'm not the best at math, but the potential is definitely there for an 8 to 10 extra XRPs. Like I said, it's been suppressed for so long. So it got delisted off exchanges. Coinbase is a notable one it got delisted off of. So you're talking about them getting relisted, more buyers coming in, more excitement in the space, an altcoin rally, a huge rally, if not a nice early start to a bull market, and XRP absolutely flying. Like, people underestimate how excitement in this space can send coins soaring. Just look at your meme coins. Samoyed coin went up 500% in like 2 hours. Pepe went up like over 1,000% in a day. When people get excited, you see massive volatility, usually to the upside, right? So XRP, now obviously it's not a meme coin. You can't compare it to a meme coin. But when you talk about a suppressed coin that has remained in the top 10 all throughout this time over numerous years while being in litigation, when the chains come off and we see this outcome in XRP's favor, you're talking about more investors coming in, more bullish price action from the relistings on the exchanges, and crazy FOMO. There's not a scenario where they win where I don't see XRP where it just shoots up like crazy. Now, I'm a little more grounded. I'm not going to say XRP is going to $100 in a couple months. Let's be realistic here. But can it reach a new all-time high in 10x from here if they win the case and we see a true bull market? Of course. And XRP to me, I think is a great long-term investment. Now, full transparency, I do not hold it yet. I am actively buying another crypto on Uphold. If you guys follow me on Patreon, you know this. By the way, if you're interested, the link to my Patreon and Discord in the description. We talk about many different crypto companies, the news, updates, cryptos we're looking at, and into the watch list. Great group of investors, both beginner and experienced. And if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, or see what we're buying, selling, trading, feel free to join. But that being said, I am looking to maybe get it on Uphold soon. Uh, I do think it's a buy below 50 cents or even around this price is not bad. Obviously, ideally, I would want it below 50 cents, even though I'm not really too picky with it being at 51 cents. It's just a penny. And I know it's a large cap, 26 billion, but you cannot underestimate the reaction we're going to see if XRP wins. It is going to be massive. And whether you're trying to short it or long-term hold this crypto, I think that's going to be amazing to see, especially for all altcoins. I want to see them win. And with the way the SEC's been kind of dancing around certain conversations, Gary Gensler himself, and numerous interviews that were kind of embarrassing, let's be honest here. I'm not too bearish on them losing the case, XRP, Ripple losing the case. So you're going to see probably XRP go up to like $1 minimum. And that might set the precedent for a bull cycle, a major altcoin season to eventually take place. So XRP definitely a buy in June because I do believe it's only a matter of time before that case gets resolved. And if you're trying to find some early prices, it's probably worth looking into. Obviously, not financial advice. If you're from the US, Uphold has it. If you're not, you got to look for an exchange that has it. But I do believe that around this price, it's an amazing discount for June 2023. Had to bring the hat in. Number 2, XLM Stellar. Price at 9 cents, an amazing discount. All-time high was almost $1. Market cap 2.4 billion, so its market cap is a little over a 10x down from XRP. I noticed they've been adding more to the circulating supply, so they now have 54% of their 50 billion in total supply now in circulation, which rounds it out to 26.8 billion. Average hold time 44 days. XLM is the same as XRP, but it focuses on peer-to-peer, person-to-person, cross-border payments. Again, if you're bullish on XRP and the utility with a cross-border payment solution for bank-to-bank and enterprise-to-enterprise, it's very hard to say you're not bullish on XLM doing the same thing, but person to person. I see a lot of XRP maxis that call XLM worthless, and I couldn't be farther from the truth. Like, listen, there is no comparison as to which one's better. They have similar utilities, cross-border payments, but they're different clients. We need both retail and enterprise adoption, the banks. We cannot see crypto succeed and be adopted without both coming on board. So both cryptos are super important, and I think they're going to be needed. And Stellar, like XRP, its brother, is green, it's cheap, and it's fast. And it's also a nonprofit charity. So something to bring up again. People are a little worried that the SEC, if they somehow beat XRP, they're going to go after XLM next, or even if they lose to XRP, they're going to pursue XLM next. The risk is minimal because XLM is a nonprofit charity. So keep that in mind. And XLM, the last time I covered this crypto, when I bought like 10,000 more coins, I was talking about their Stellar 8 Assist program where they're trying to help different countries, the unbanked get banked. I love forward-moving cryptos that are trying to go beyond just making a profit for their companies. Even though Stellar's a nonprofit and their focus is not that, they want to help people that are in need, helping people that don't have access to banks, don't want banks, be able to transact and have banking services without this intermediary. So that's a big draw to why we use Venmo here in the US or Zelle or Cash App. They're essentially easier ways to send money, but the difference with them and Stellar is you got to have a middleman, a bank, and it usually takes a few days to make these transactions to clear through your bank. Stellar takes that middleman out and it's final in like 3 seconds. So it's fast, it's cheap. You only got to do a fraction of a Stellar lumens to transact. It converts the crypto to any fiat of your choosing wherever you send it through their partnership with MoneyGram. So it's versatile and you can do this at scale. That's extremely important for mass adoption. So it makes it a very scalable, easy, secure, and green experience. It has all the fundamentals to be mass adopted. And this is why I'm very bullish on XLM. They have a vision outside of crypto. They want to help people, which I am all for and all behind. And they're doing this with fundamentals that can be mass adopted. The big players, however you feel about them, they want to see a green crypto, a scalable crypto, and one that helps people and potentially is nonprofit. This is where XLM checks all those boxes. So as long as it stays below 10 cents, I think this is a minimum 10x from here. And what I like about XLM over XRP is it has half the supply, so it's more scarce, and the market cap is only a 2.4 billion or almost a 5 billion full dilution. So even though it's a mid cap, it has a lot more multipliers to be made, and it's probably going to reach multipliers faster than XRP in the long run. I think XRP, if they win this case with Ripple, we'll see faster price action in the short term. But when it comes to the long term, I'd see Stellar absolutely flying, especially because its utility is super strong. I love the team behind it. They're very active on Twitter and YouTube. They make videos constantly and do interviews, which is very important. And I think their mission is going to really expose their crypto and just put it out there. And I think over time, you're going to see a lot more interest come in, and you're going to see Stellar reach a new all-time high. Number 3, DAG or Constellation. I'm going to make a video on this soon. I've been getting a lot of requests for this crypto, and it's been on my watch list for a while. Just keep in mind, guys, I get so many crypto thrown at me on a daily basis, like thousands of crypto. I only have so big of a watch list, and I can only research so many projects in a day, a week, a month. So I'm not covering every single crypto. A lot of crypto are scams or just bad projects, but some of them are good. And the ones that I'm bullish on, like this one, I'm going to bring up. So just keep in mind, just because your project, I haven't covered it yet, doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means I probably haven't gotten to it yet. But DAG, this is what Hedera uses for the tech. DAG, a directed acrylic graph. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's a 42 million market cap. They have 1.3 billion in circulation, which is 34% of the 3.7 billion in total supply. So the inflation is pretty bad. It's not great, but it could be worse. You could see 10% circulating supply. So when you factor in the inflation with the market cap, this brings it to 40 times, we'll say times 3. So 40, 80, 120. It's about 120 million market cap. Still pretty much a micro cap crypto. I think anything below 200 million market cap is considered a micro cap. So this still has a lot of potential. If you go to the year chart, it reached 12 cents August of last year. If you click the all category, it peaked right here at August. It peaked on August 25th at 46 cents. It's about a 15x down from all-time high, which is pretty good. Now let's go on CoinMarketCap. Let's read what they say here. DAG is a protocol that uses a directed acrylic graph architecture to achieve a consensus that is in theory capable of infinite scalability. Hence why I'm so bullish on Hedera. With the DAG protocol and custom state channels, Constellation is driving the evolution of smart contracts by allowing data sources to be integrated into distributed ledger technology, DLTs or blockchains, or in Hedera's case, a ledger. The company was launched in 2017, and when developing a project, the founding team decided to rethink the usual solutions to many of the problems for existing blockchains, such as scalability and centralization. Constellation is designed to enable the secure processing of big data, offering the ability to connect to external data sets through easy-to-use APIs. What makes it unique? DAG's mission to process big data with maximum scalability, easy integration, low transaction fees, and high levels of security. So this is why I'm very bullish on DAG's technology. Like it just said, it's faster than blockchain. It's more secure than blockchain, and it's easier to use, and it's also carbon negative. They have low fees and low carbon emissions. A lot of your blockchains right now are proof of stake, which is better from a carbon emission standpoint, but they're not as scalable. And when some of them are scalable, they usually lack decentralization or some other part of the trilemma. So right now we're seeing some issues with blockchain. And this is where I see a DAG giving blockchain a run for its money. I'm not saying they have to defeat each other, but I think it's going to do very well. I don't think a DAG technology is going to be a 40 million or 120 million market cap by any means. If you're bullish on Hedera, DAG is their tech. So it's definitely worth looking into if you want to have more exposure into Hedera's tech itself. I think Constellation, 46 cents. I wouldn't be surprised if it hits 75 cents or even close to $1 this bull cycle. Like, this tech is undervalued. It's overlooked. Nobody's talking about it. Like, no one's talking about it. Everybody knows about Hedera and their Hashgraph tech, but no one really knows or talks about DAGs. It's very rare to see DAGs being talked about in this space. So you're still very early to a crypto that has yet to really have its run and rip. And scalability is going to be something we're going to see talked about more this bull run. We're going to see a utility-based run, in my opinion. We're going to see blockchains take off. And the questions we're going to get is, what can we help scale these blockchains? Specifically the tech. This is where tech like DAGs come in. This is where layer 2s come in. So I think DAG is going to get more eyeballs on it this bull cycle, more exposure. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of FOMO into this as well. I'm pretty bullish on it. Now, keep in mind that it is a higher inflation coin than I particularly like, but its market cap is small enough to where even with the high inflation, I'm still pretty bullish for this coin reaching a new all-time high this bull cycle. 3.7 billion in the long run is not a very large supply. Most of your cryptos are high billions, especially the top two on this list. So in terms of scarcity, it's not the most scarcest asset, but it's also not a very large supply. I wouldn't be surprised if Constellation DAG is one of the dark horses this bull cycle. But now I want to hear from you. Do you hold any of these three cryptos? And if so, which one of these three for this bull cycle are you most bullish on? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. With that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.